Hello, ladies and gents. No, that's what I say when I'm playing my video games. Uh, Greetings, y'all. Metro85 here. This is my very first vlog, and I am extremely nervous because I've never done this live before. So, um, okay, so we got a little bit to talk about. First thing I like to is, if there's a few things I like to talk about first. First off, I'm watching myself on the computer, and that is very disturbing. Now I do have a live feed right here of the chat room. You guys could talk to me if you want. So there you go. There's 3 people watching so far. What's up, 3 people? Holy cow. I guess you guys like live vlogs. So 3 people watching. I'm pretty sure that's the most I've had in a while. I mean, I've had some people come on here and watch me play video games, and I've had about 3 people. So, okay, what to talk about, we are live. Oh boy, okay, there are, okay, and I lost one already. Okay, so there are a few things I'd like to talk about first. Well, there's one thing I like to talk about. There are 2, maybe 3 things that I need to do a live vlog. Okay, first, I always have my glass of milk. I do. I have to have something to drink because I talk a lot in front of these things, and it scratches my throat. Okay, so I gotta have the glass of something. I remember in my old channel, I did one with a bottle of beer because I was demonstrating that this is I don't plan these things. These are not scripted. So I'm literally coming up with this shit off the top of my head, and it's weird. Another thing that's weird is that I'm usually doing this not live, and the app that I'm using has flipped the camera around. So my right side is on the left side of the camera, and my left side is on the right side of the camera. So it is like, whoa. It's like trippy. I did one with a bottle. I did a vlog in my old channel with a bottle of beer because I was demonstrating health. People are always talking about health. Hang on, I'm going to. There we go. Now you can actually see me. Okay, people are always talking about health. So I did a vlog with a bottle of beer to demonstrate how beer beer is not really that damaging. I heard somewhere that a bottle of beer is more healthy. Well, okay, that was weird. There's nothing like being interrupted by a fucking phone call while you're trying to do a vlog. That is fucked up. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, a bottle of beer being more healthy for you than a tomato. So, I drank a bottle of beer while doing the vlog and talking about it. So, and I mentioned health because this is another thing that I need in order to do a video is a cigarette. I smoke. and I know some of you are probably going to get on me about smoking. Frankly, I don't smoke that much, really. Um, I think this is my second cigarette today, and I woke up at what 10:45. I have one after dinner, or after lunch, after dinner. I usually have one at least when after I eat. So I'm drinking a glass of milk here, and this is this is optional. It's a candle. I always have to have a candle sometimes. Um, I light it when I'm on here. I'm trying to download videos, and I have a candle. I don't know why. It's a mental thing, I guess. I don't know. So, um, what I came on here to talk about some things that have been going around in the news, and there's some shit going down in good old US of A. Um, One of the big things everybody's talking about is uh, let's go let's go all out, okay? This is my video. You guys could chime in if you want and talk about shit, but I'm going to talk about Donald Trump because I hate him. I don't think he's stupid or retarded or anything like that. He's a fairly smart person. No, there's my dog. He's a fairly smart person. He does run a fucking company, you know. Um, so he's a fairly smart person. I can't call him stupid or retarded or some shit like that. He's just fucking crazy. He's got these ideas in his mind that just don't make no fucking sense at all. And the way he does these rallies and people are getting shot or beat up and shit like that, what is this guy doing? He's fucking crazy. Um, I just don't understand the reasoning behind it. He's just. And he goes off on people. He's so fucking racist and sexist and shit. He goes off on people, and this is why I need a cigarette. Because of shit like this that happens. Um, some people run. I actually run. Okay, we're getting a little off subject here. I actually do run. I I was training this year from March to May, from March 14th to May 14th, for a run here in my hometown. Uh, and I PR'd, which is which means personal record, which I didn't know. I actually asked like 100 people and I kept forgetting. So PR means personal record. I know some of you might think that it means personal representative, but uh, in the running community, it means personal record. So I PR'd. I got, I ran. It was a 5K, which is about 3 miles, and I did it in 32 minutes and some seconds. I forget how much, but I know it was. I definitely remember it was like 32 minutes, and that number is going to be stuck in the back of my head until I beat it, and I will. I will eventually. So, um, I have one people. I had 3 people watching just a minute ago. What happened to my 3 people? My 2 people. Who's watching anyway? Is that me? Because I do have my own video on my computer. So I could see myself and watch the chat room. Which, by the way, nobody's talking either. So, I'm just doing this live for myself. It helps to not edit. I don't mind editing, but I would record on my phone, which is what I'm using right now. I record on my phone, and my phone does not have the biggest memory, okay? It does not have a lot of memory. So I would record, and then I would run out of memory, and then have to upload to the computer, and then try and record some more again. And that takes a lot of time. This way, it's live, it uploads automatically, and I don't have to worry about shit. So that's why I'm doing this live. That's why I've been doing all my gameplays live, because some of them can be so long and I run out of space on my phone. So we were talking about Trump a minute ago. So he's got these crazy ideas, like he wants to ban Muslims from America. These Muslim Americans. I'm not racist, okay? I actually had a Muslim friend in high school. Him and I were really good friends. I don't know what happened. We just kind of fell apart, I guess. He went to do his own thing, I went to do my own thing, and we just... shit happens like that. So, I can't be racist or sexist, because I also live in a mostly female family. So, actually not really. It's about 50-50. So I've always been raised not to, I've been raised with respect. Okay, I respect people, no matter who they are. So I can't hate people. I don't fear people. It's the fucking cars that scare the shit out of me. When I'm riding my bicycle around the neighborhood, or downtown, or anywhere, I've been hit by a car. It was a fucking big ass SUV. It was a hit and run. He sided me. I got a giant lump on the back of my head from it. And fucking cars sometimes scare me when I'm riding my bike. That's why I very rarely ride my bike on the street. Unless I have no choice. Okay, so we're getting off subject again. I have lots to talk about with little time. I have half an hour, actually. So we were talking about Trump a minute ago and how he hates on people and shit like that. And I have a thing on Facebook. I get alerts on my phone, so every now and then I have to lean over to look at it. So, we were talking about Trump. Trump sucks. I hate him. His ideas are whack. I could say that. His ideas are crazy. He's not crazy. Well, he is crazy. He's a smart, crazy person. That's really is. And that wall. What the fuck is up with that damn wall? What's he plan on doing with that stupid wall? I mean, people are already tunneling into America. What the fuck is a wall gonna do? Right? So, I don't know. Okay, changing subject. People are also talking about these transgender people. Okay, now we're getting controversial. People are talking about these transgender people and using the bathroom. That's it. Just people using the fucking bathroom. That's it. And people are pissed off about it. They're like, "You don't want a man in a woman's bathroom." Well, you see a man, but they don't identify as a man. So it's like calling a woman a man. Any woman a man. Really. Because it's not a man, it's a woman. It's a woman trapped in a man's body. Really. They don't identify as a man because they don't think they are one. So they dress up in women's clothing. They try to act feminine. And they go to women's bathrooms because they're not a man in their head. Physically, maybe, but in their head, they're not man. So it's all pure psychological. Okay, I can't say. All right, it's all pure psychological. Uh, yeah. so you, so people are getting mad at men, trans women, right? No, trans men. People are getting mad at trans men going into. No, it's trans women. People are getting mad at trans women going into women's bathrooms because they look like man. I don't know what's going on. They're saying shit like they're afraid that they're gonna rape women, or they're afraid they're gonna rape little girls. Okay, and there is zero. There, okay, there has not been any case where a transsexual person sexually molested another person, whoever, in a bathroom. At least that's what I've heard. That's what the statistics say. Okay, I can only go by what I hear. Okay, that's what I can't talk. That's what the statistics say. I'm not trying to downgrade this. I just can't say that word. Statistics. Okay, there it is. That's what the statistics say. Okay, there is zero. There's a zero. There are no cases of there are 0 cases of where this ever happened. So where are these people getting this idea from? Where they're afraid of their child is going to be raped. Where are they getting this idea from? I don't know. I'm not crazy like they are. So it's just very confusing to me why people have to hate so much. Where is all this fucking hate coming from? I don't understand it. I mean, I get, okay, we do have this one radical group, ISIS, which I agree has to be eliminated, right? They're going out, they're killing, they're beheading. I'm playing with the light from the window. They're playing with, I'm sorry, I have ADD, okay? That's like squirrel. So, hang on. So, alright, we have this group, ISIS, that's ruining it for every freaking Muslim on the planet. Alright, they're going out, they're killing whoever, Jews, I guess. They're killing people. It doesn't matter who they are, Jew, Muslim, Jew, Christian, Catholic, atheist. It doesn't matter who they're killing, alright? They're killing people, alright? So, and they're destroying ancient monuments and stuff like that. So, I've seen the footage of ISIS going around destroying shit, alright? This is ISIS, okay? These are not real Muslims, alright? You can't hate on a whole community of people just because one group of people is fucking shit up for everybody else. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, it'll be like, okay, alright, I'm going to throw this out here. The Darren Wilson thing that happened in Ferguson. Okay, which so happens to be my hometown, where I live. This whole Darren Wilson thing and the Zimmerman, whatever his name is, whatever Zimmerman, I forget his full first name. I think it's Daniel Zimmerman. I don't know. I could be mentioning somebody else, but anyway, the biggest thing that happened was the Daniel Wilson thing, shooting that kid here in Ferguson, and that's what blew up most of it. This hate thing. Wait, I'm getting way off subject, aren't I? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Here come the sweats because now I'm getting nervous because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. We were talking about ISIS. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I got it. Okay. It's like, okay, Darren Wilson shot a black kid here in Ferguson, right? Okay, so, now, Darren Wilson was a white guy, of course. If you don't know this, then you're living under a rock. Okay, now it would be like, okay, he shot a white person shot a black person. Okay, now it'd be like, now everybody has to hate white people because of one guy that fucked everything up for everybody else. So, and you can't do that. You can't blame one person. You can't blame an entire race or community or religion or anything because of one group or one person from said whatever. You can't blame everybody. You can't do that. You can't hate because of someone else's mistake. It just does not make fucking sense. I don't understand why people have to do crazy shit like that. It just pisses me off, really. I mean, it may not look like good because I got a big smile on my face, but it really pisses me off. Why people got fucking hate so much? It just, I guess I hate people that hate. I'm one of those people, I guess. And I know it sounds like I'm being, hypocritical for hating on people that hate. But, I can't help the way I feel, It confuses the shit out of me. And I hate being confused. Just tell me why, It's these people that just go around being racist for no reason. It's just, oh, somebody's different. We must hate them for being different now all of a sudden. And man. Okay. I'm done talking about shit like that because I'm just now getting frustrated. Okay. So, going way off subject because I can't talk about that shit anymore. I'm going to talk about my Nintendo Select series because I can't talk today. This is why I had milk. because my mouth is getting extremely dry. Okay. I made a mess with my mouth. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my oh wait, that just reminded me of that one guy, that one political guy who took that awkward sip of water in front of the camera. He was just talking, he just was like, eh, put it back. I was like, what the hell? So, I gotta laugh. It's funny. Okay, so I gotta talk about my Nintendo Selects playlist, my Nintendo Select series. Okay, because I only have a few. Oh, excuse me, my voice is cracked. I swear I'm past puberty. I'm like 30 years old. You would think my voice would not crack anymore. Oh man, that's weird. Um, I guess it's been a while since I've talked this long. Okay, so my Nintendo Select series, I only got like 2 games left, maybe two, maybe 3 Super Nintendo games left. Now I'm going on vacation this coming week. I'm leaving. I can't tell you when I'm gonna leave because you'll come to my house and rob me. So I can't tell you when I'm leaving. But I am going. I am going to be on vacation this whole week. So there's not going to be any gameplay series all next week. Okay. I only got 2 or 3 games left of the Super Nintendo games, and after I'm done with those, I'm going to take a break, a month-long break, like I did with my NES games. After I was done with my NES games, I took a month-long break to recoup from playing so many NES games. I mean, I had a lot, and I'm still collecting. I'm still finding and collecting NES games. Which is why just recently I did a few NES games that I recently bought. In between making Super Nintendo games and Game Boy games. Well, because I have the Super Game Boy. So I was like, I got the Super Game Boy, I'm playing Super Nintendo games, I might as well throw in some Game Boy games in there while I was at it. Besides, I don't really have that many Super Nintendo games. I don't have nearly half as many Super Nintendo games I do NES games. So I had to fill in a gap somewhere. Okay. Now, after I'm done with all my Super Nintendo games, I do not have an N64, but I have a couple of N64 games on my GameCube, because when you got the GameCube, it came packaged with the Zelda collection, which included Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, also Legend of Zelda and Adventures of Link, Legend of Zelda Adventures of Link, all on one disc, and that's how I played Ocarina of Time, and I beat it. It's an awesome game. Now, I had not been able to get anywhere with Majora's Mask, and just trying to get out of that town that you're in, trying to figure out puzzles, just trying to get anywhere in that game is freaking confusing me. I can't get anywhere in that game, so that's probably going to be a short gameplay. Now, I beat Ocarina of Time, so I guess I could go on there and show you at least the ending of the game, because I'm pretty sure I still have that. um, saved on a memory disk somewhere. I have a very big slew of GameCube games. Some are very good, some are not so good. Some are my favorite games, some are not my least favorite games. I actually got rid of a bunch of GameCube games a while ago because I didn't like them anymore. I grew out of them. They were getting boring. You just do the same shit over and over again in a game, and I couldn't stand it anymore. So I got rid of a bunch of them. Uh, so I still have a slew of GameCube games. So that's going to be fun. A lot of fun trying to play all those GameCube games in a short period of time during the gameplay, because I only have a short period of time during the day. So, and I record during the afternoon, which is like right about now. So, I record during the afternoon where nobody's home, and like my parents are not home right now. It's just me. I actually do have a job. I work on the weekends, unfortunately. So, uh, I work I work tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, uh, that's and I can't do these with my parents at home. So trying to do them in the afternoon is difficult, or impossible, I should say. Trying to do gameplays or videos or anything during the afternoon with my parents home is damn near impossible. I can't do it. So I do them early in the afternoon when they're not here, and unfortunately no one else is around because they're at work to watch them. So uh, it's weird. I'm caught in the crossfire here. Um, so GameCube games are next after Super Nintendo. No, I got two N64 games that I could play. The rest are going to be GameCube because I don't have an N64, like I keep saying. um, so those are going to be fun, and then after that, I still have my Wii games. After that, I have Wii U. And I actually have my stack of Wii U games sitting over here. And I got them out because one of my friends and I were going to do a gameplay on YouTube. And we never got around to it. And unfortunately, yeah, we never got around to it. And I don't know when we will. So I actually have my stack, my complete stack of Wii U games sitting right here, and this is all of them. These are all of my Wii U games, right? I know some of them are probably like, that came out on the Wii U. Yes, some of these, yes, are probably, you'd probably be surprised that some of these actually did come out on the Wii U. Like, for instance, Watch Dogs. It was not widely advertised to have come out on the Wii U. So, surprise, it came out on the Wii U. And of course you got Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Yeah. So I'm going to be playing that. I'm trying to get out of the glare. There we go. There we go. So it's Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. So yeah. I actually beat that game. There's this one puzzle in it though that's driving me insane, and I cannot figure out how the hell to beat it. Here's another one called Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. I think I played this like 2, maybe 3 times, and it's weird. It's a weird game. Uh, let's see. I have Monster Hunter 3 on Ultimate, and this is another one of those weird. I have a thing for uh, open world games. They always confuse me because I like linear games where it tells you where to go here, go there, beat this boss, get this upgrade, blah 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 blah. So open world games, because I'm a gamer, but I don't play very much, really. I'm not one of those weird people that sits down for 24 hours and plays a game straight. I can't do that because eventually I'll get bored or something, and I can't play. I can't do it. So, um, now I do have one popular game that has come out on the Wii U, and this one I could probably play online, live, and that is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Where's the camera? There it is. I could probably play this one live. I could record it live and play people against. I could play against people. So I could play against you. I mean, if you want to come on in the afternoon and play against me live on YouTube, there you go. Now there is one game that I do have on the GameCube. I mean, there is one game I do have on the Wii that I am totally psyched to have. And actually I have to go get up and get it. So, one sec. Okay, here we go. And I need this. Alright. So, this is the game that I am most excited to have. And I can't believe I actually own this, because it's freaking awesome. Now, it's not what you think. It's not no Nintendo it's not no Nintendo World Champions card. It's not that. What it is it's the whole Metroid Prime trilogy. And when I found this at the game store, it was the last copy they had. And I buried it in this behind another game so that way nobody else could go in there and buy it. And then I went and begged my parents to buy me this, and they bought it. So now I have the entire Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii, on one disc. It's all on one disc. And because this is a special edition too. So you got the metal case, and then here's the little sleeve that came with it. This goes over the metal case, which I don't know why they have this. I took it off and put it away, but they had the plastic case that goes over it. I guess it's to protect the metal, which I don't know why you would need to protect metal. It's fucking metal, right? So this is the collector's edition of Metroid Prime Trilogy, and I'm very happy I had this game. The whole trilogy, because I had Metroid Prime 3 Corruption for the Wii, and I loved that game. I beat it. It was an awesome game. And what I loved about it is because it was on the Wii, it had the motion controls. Okay, and I loved having the motion controls because you could point and shoot and shit like that. And I loved that. But what the first Prime games didn't, because they were on the GameCube, they had the tank controls. And you had to push a button on there to do the free aim. and I hated it. I played it, I hated it, and I couldn't do it. So when they came out with this, I was like, what? I could play GameCube games now with the Wiimote? Where do I sign up? So having at least the first two, because of the fucking GameCube tank controls, I hated it. Okay. Now I could play them with the Wiimote, and I must say I got as far as the first. I didn't beat the first Metroid Prime. I don't know how far I got because it's been forever since I played it. So, yeah. Like I said, I very rarely play video games. I love playing video games. I am a gamer. Okay, I keep up with the gamer community. I love hearing about what's going to come out next in the video game industry. Okay, and so, which is why I love E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. I love E3. I love watching all of the um I love watching all of the demonstrations and the keynotes and the gameplays and trailers. I love watching all of that. I love hearing about new ideas and stuff like that. New game series or seri, I don't know. I love hearing about that kind of stuff. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm not a rich person, so unfortunately, the only consoles I could actually afford right now are Nintendo games, are Nintendo systems. Uh, Excuse me. This is live, folks. No editing. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not a rich person, so all I have, all my parents have bought me so far are Nintendo consoles, and I would really like to have the original PS3 console that came out. Uh, the original PS3, when it first came out a while ago. I would love to have that because it's got like a bazillion, I think it's like 80 gig, and you could play every PlayStation game on it. Well, almost every PlayStation game. I don't know exactly the full thing on. Hey, I got a viewer. What's up? We're talking video games over here. What's up? And stuff about political. You got anything to say about Trump or transgender people? You could talk about that because I talked about that earlier. But right now we're talking about video games, and I was talking about how I want a PlayStation 4, no 3, PlayStation 3, and I want the original 80 gig that plays. I think it's like all. I'm not sure how many PlayStation games the original PS3 could play. But yeah, I don't want the Xbox 360. I don't want any Xbox console. Okay, as soon as I heard that they charge you to play online, you have to pay a monthly fee or some shit like that. I was like, no. Okay, I'm not paying a monthly fee for something I could play on another console for free. I'm not doing that. I'm not rich. Okay? I don't have the money to pay a monthly fee for something. Anything. Really. Um, so, uh, so Xbox 360s and the original Xbox and the Xbox One are all out of the question. I can't do it because It's too damn expensive. Now the PS4, it would be awesome if they made it backwards compatible with the PS3. That would be cool, but they didn't. So you have to have both consoles. So you're sitting at your house and you have the PS1, PS2, PS3, now PS4. You have four PlayStation consoles. And if you get the PS3, they play almost all PlayStation games. So that's really cool. So you get one console plays everything. Okay. Now, as far as I know, none of the Xbox consoles are backwards compatible. So you're sitting there, you got three Xbox consoles. They're all independent, and there goes my viewer. They're all independent, and so it's a waste of money. It's a waste of space. Not many people have the space to be housing that many consoles. Okay, I have two consoles hooked up to this TV that's behind me. Okay, I have actually three. I take that back, it's three. I have my NES, my original NES, which I love. I will never get rid of that thing. I have the original NES. I have my original Super Nintendo, and I have the original GameCube. All hooked up to this TV because this one is not HD. So I could plug in anything. Alright. Well, not anything. I can't plug in anything that's HD, of course. But the TV we actually have like 3 TVs in this house. So for us, I know I'm being a hypocrite because I say we're not rich yet, we have 3 TVs. Alright. But this one has been in this house forever. For as long as I can remember. This is a really old TV. This sucker here. Oh, you can barely see it. It's kind of... Here, let's do this. There's my TV. And up here, that's the Super Nintendo right there. That's my Super Nintendo. That's our router down there. And right there is a dual VCR DVD player. And somewhere behind that is my GameCube and NES. You want to talk about the other stuff that's behind me? Well, we have the air conditioner that I have turned off right now so you guys can hear me. I have a Narnia picture right there. I don't know why. I actually kind of like the movie series, but it's been forever since I've seen any of them. So I have a Narnia picture in there for decoration. Over here we have a St. Louis Cardinals poster. It used to be one of my friends. He stayed the night here for a little while. And he left his poster here. He said I could have it, so there it is. Behind, okay, over here, this is where I put my phone whenever I'm filming the TV to do my gameplay series. And this is a external memory. That's my remote for the TV. And this is the Super Nintendo controller that I use all the time. And now this is an also controller. But we're talking about video games. I might as well talk about my controller too while we're at it. Now this is an also controller. Up here you have your auto switches, your auto fire switches. The middle one is semi-auto, and if the middle is, if you go one click, the semi-auto, and then all the way is a full auto. And on the back you have your slow-mo switch right here, which always seems to get flipped whenever I'm trying to play video games. and stickers. Now I love this controller for two reasons. One, because of the power switches. Oh wait, you also have more switches up here at the top. These are for like, I think these are for these. Okay, so you have a switch for literally everything on this controller. And I love this controller for two reasons. One, because of all the switches that do a lot of shit. Alright, that and the design of this. Because look, it's totally clear. You can see all the components and wires and shit that are in there. And you can see the springs for the L switches, the left and right triggers. And I love the design of this because just because of that reason, but mostly. And you can't find controllers for any other system like this anywhere else. And it's very unique. You know, I love the clear, I love looking at the grittiness of the motherboard of the controller. You know? And I don't know if you remember the movie Hackers. It's got I forget who's in it. I know Angelina Jolie plays a little role in it, and it's the guy from Elementary. He plays in it too. Hang on. Okay, I need to wrap this up. Okay, so this movie Hackers has okay, it's about hacking. Okay, there's this guy named the Plague. He created a virus that would capsize oil tankers to bleh. He made a virus that would capsize oil tankers, and he threatened whoever, the government, that you either pay me this money. Well, not him, because okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. This guy named the Plague, also named Eugene, he works for a computer hacking company. Or not computer hacking, computer security. He works for a computer security company that stops hackers. But he's also a hacker himself. He creates this virus under the name the Plague to get money from the government. Okay. And he's blackmailing these hackers to take the blame, the downfall for making this virus. So it's a really cool story. And anyway, I'm getting I had to explain the movie to mention that one of the characters gets a computer in the mail. And what's really cool about it is that it's totally clear. It's a box computer, but you can see all the components and wires and shit that are inside the computer. And I've looked everywhere online for one, and they almost don't exist. I had not been able to find one. So, hello, I'm appointing you because I looked everywhere. I'm appointing you to the YouTubers out there to help me try and find a computer that's clear, because that's cool. I mean, just to have a picture of one, you know, a real one, not like one from the movie. I'm talking about a real computer, you know, one that you can buy from the store. So, you know, okay, so I'm appointing you guys to do that. And with that said, I'm going to wrap this up. And because I've been filming for 55 minutes now. long ass video. Okay. So, not next week. The week after next. Tune in Tuesday. For a new gameplay. For a new Nintendo Selects video. Okay. That's all I got. I'll see you then. Metroid 5 out.